Welcome to the Tailslate. I'm Ben Stacey, and this is Tim Evans. And
on this episode, a tense few moments, a worthy final three, and are you freaking kidding me? A shutout?
yeah, what the hell was that? Let's start at the end. This was the Survivor Millennials versus Gen X finale show. And let's start at the end with the winner.
Now, we were watching it.
Yes.
And we were trying to figure out who's going to vote for who. And then after they did the questions, we were kind of thinking, oh, they might
adjusting
they might switch it to
yeah.
Hannah now, not Adam. He might switch, and we thought this might be close.
Yeah, I had it down to like 3 votes for Hannah, and I wasn't sure. It was a tie between Ken and Adam, and
10-0.
Adam wins. Not that Adam shouldn't win.
No.
But how the heck is that a blowout? Like, unanimous. I don't understand it. And I don't understand the reasoning. Surely it wasn't just, I don't want to say sob story. I mean, it's a real tragic, sad story about his mom. But surely that's not the only reason why they gave it to him. We were talking about it as we're watching. What story is more compelling? Who deserves money more? Somebody whose mother's about to die, or someone who's doing it for their daughter? To me, the daughter who's got a whole life ahead, if you're using these kind of reasons as the reason to give the money, the person with the daughter who's got the whole life ahead could benefit more than the mother who's going to die anyways.
But it doesn't have the same emotional impact.
I suppose, yeah.
Especially on members of the jury, there's a lot more emotion involved when you're talking about your mother.
Yeah.
Versus, I just want to make a better life for my daughter.
Yeah. But Adam did play a good game.
He did.
They all did, actually. Everybody that was there, in like even the final 6, played amazing games.
Mm-hmm.
This was an amazing season of Survivor. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning and take a look at what happened in this great episode. They're talking about an idol again. And I'm thinking there must be another idol because they've already started talking, hey, if there's another idol. It was Adam that was talking about it, wasn't it? Somebody was, if there's another idol, I'm going to have to go find it.
Yeah, that was later on, I remember.
Yeah, but the fact that they were talking about the possibility of there being an idol and the fact that they showed us that implied that, yes, they must have hidden another idol. Oh, but that was later. That's right. The first idol, okay, this was great. That's right. It wasn't. It was Jay talking about it.
Yes.
That's right. Because Brett was upset they didn't get Dave out. He used the analogy of if you're the Navy SEALs and you got Bin Laden in your sights and go, we'll come back tomorrow. Yeah.
But Jay knew he was the odd man out at the beginning.
Yes, absolutely. Jay.
He got rid of his idol, and now they're going to get me. I've got to get.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's right. And David played a great game. He was my favorite player, I think, because he is so impressive in his awareness of his position. He knows he's in trouble. He knows that they're going to be looking for him. So what can he do? He decides to build a fake idol. And better than making a fake idol and trying to convince people that you have it, he hides it.
That was brilliant. It must have been. We were laughing. Like, that was one of the highlights of the season.
That was great. And then he's out for a walk with Ken and Jay. And they walk past it. And he notices Jay looking.
I wonder if he arranged it, too, so that Ken would be in the middle, so Ken won't be able to see as well, so that it'll be...
I don't know, but it was great. So Jay goes, finds it, thinks he's got an idol. Oh, that was awesome.
But then they get to the challenge...
Yeah, and the challenge, what was that challenge? That was
Remember,
a really
that
cool
was the
challenge.
one where you had to unlock the combination.
That's right, and cover your puzzle.
And cover your puzzle.
Cover up the thing, and Jay did not, and everybody just looked at what the combo, because he was first.
David looked at it about 6 times.
Yeah,
kept going back. Okay, 14, 24, 30, here we go. Oh, what was the combination again?
Yeah. And so David wins immunity, which actually... It wasn't just the fact that he was able to look, because he took, like you said, a few times to see it, so that didn't benefit him very, very well. But
again, it comes to puzzles, and they're difficult puzzles. I mean,
that's a good thing about having a puzzle at the end. It does give people a chance to catch up.
And that's why David was such a threat, because he's
good at puzzles, very good at puzzles.
They always vote out strong physical people. Oh, there's such a threat in challenges. Well, yeah, it's not always about swimming.
Yeah. So David wins. So now they've got to. And it's also reward.
Yeah,
that was awesome. So
we're wondering all season, are they going to use the steal challenge?
I had forgotten about it at this point. And he goes, Jeff, yeah, I can steal a reward. And you see David going, oh, man. But I'm going to keep David because he deserved it. And I'm going to take Adam.
Because he gave me the advantage in the first place.
Yes. And I think that was the best choice I've ever seen. It didn't ultimately pan out. But the best choice of people to take on a reward that could potentially benefit you.
That was brilliant.
Yeah. He needed those two to try and work with him if he had a chance.
Yep.
And he tried. It didn't work. And then Jay went home.
At least he played his idol.
That's right. Yeah, you have to. It's just like that season where the one guy gave Eliza a stick. I think it was a stick. Was Ozzy made it? And it was like a stick with just like little carved eyes and mouth on it. And Eliza's like, that's not an idol. It's a stick. And he's like, but she's like, oh, well, I might as well try it, like just in case. And yeah, this is not.
So we thought this was going to be an easy vote,
idol.
5-1. But Brett kept saying, but I'm dealing with crazy people. I'm dealing with morons. So you never know what's going to happen. We think it's going to be 5-1. So immediately I thought, okay, it's not going to be Jay then. Because normally they.
But it turned out to be 5-1, didn't it?
It did turn out to be 5-1 because
Jay went home.
But
great attitude too.
Jeff was in on it too, just to make good television and just to needle him a little bit more. This is not in the immunity aisle, just to watch Jay go, oh yeah.
Now, that tribal, was that the tribal that Ken played his, it was. He had to play that as well, didn't he? So he did, so that he was immune, David was immune, and if that had been a real idol, Jay would have been immune. It would have been, and then they would have to choose between Brett and Hannah.
Well, that's why I thought, maybe Ken's going to play that advantage and give it to Brett.
Yeah, but he didn't. Yeah,
he didn't need to.
Yeah, that's true. So Jay's gone. We're back. We've got now final 5, and we had that crazy puzzle that Ken won for the second immunity.
Well, yeah, because even just getting the blocks was hard. You had to squeeze all those things together and go up over the balance beam. And
it was a phrase which we hadn't really seen in Survivor
and
before.
It was long.
It was very long. It was, what was it? No, not a participation trophy.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
I mean, that I don't know how long it took, but those are really hard because you can make any words out of that many letters.
Yeah. So, but that was cool. That's when Adam goes out and finds another idol, which turns out to be a real idol after that. And I'm thinking, damn, this is bad news for David. David was my favorite at this point. I wanted David to win.
I noticed, we noticed too watching, they have props set up too, like Hannah needs glasses.
Oh, so they left her glasses
you've got your glasses
at the puzzle
right there at the
when she
puzzle
arrived.
for.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. So, great, Adam finds an idol. So, the best thing to do if you have an idol, a hidden one, don't tell anybody.
Yes.
He goes and tells Hannah.
Oh, he blabs.
What
right off the bat.
That? So, of course, Hannah's going, well, I'm not entirely with you, so guess what? Adam has an idol.
David would have went home for sure if he'd just kept his mouth shut.
Yeah. So Adam, I mean, okay, I guess you can't really fault him too much. He ended up winning the game, but do not tell people you have an idol. Man. Anyway.
By the way, do you have any nails left? You're a real
I was biting my nails like crazy last night. No, I don't.
Who's going to go home? Who's going to go home?
I couldn't open the slot on the audio recorder to put the card in. I had to get a screwdriver. And I wasn't totally sure where that tribal was going to go, but Brett ultimately was voted out, and David was still alive. Yeah. Would you have voted Brett out if you were within that group?
No, absolutely not.
You would still get rid of David.
I said that for about 5 in a row. He was the biggest threat. He was the one that I was convinced he was going to win the game.
Yeah.
And I would have loved to have heard at the end if David did make the final instead of Adam.
Who would have won?
Then who would have... I think David would have won for sure.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
So maybe Ken never had a chance.
Maybe not. No. So our final immunity challenge was a great challenge. It came down to a showdown. Well, yeah, it was that was the one where you had to stack the things on the Yeah, and it could fall easily. The first round, Adam just waiting because he's got like 8 or something. I'm waiting to see if other people's fall.
They all kept falling.
They do, but then Adam's falls, and then Ken and Hannah are tied at the end of the time, so they have to go to a showdown, which was really cool.
Ken was trying at the end to get that one last one in.
Yeah.
He was going for it, just ran out of time.
That's right. So, but Ken wins. And this is where you go...
Again, right to the very end.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were tied again.
They were. That's true. That's right. And it was just the last second he put the thing on top. So, yeah. So, Ken wins. Now...
2 seconds left or something like that. Get the last one on.
That was awesome. So, the question then becomes, who will he take? Now, it's not entirely just his choice, but basically what he wants will usually happen when you're at Final Four. And we're thinking Hannah for sure. He's taking Hannah. Hannah's in Final 3, guaranteed, no matter what happens.
Yes.
And as I had said from the very beginning, or somewhere along the middle of this one, I was thinking, okay, if we get to Final 3, I liked Adam, I liked David, but there was no way we were going to have a final tribal with both
David
of them.
and Adam.
It would be one or the other, and that's exactly what we got. We ended up...
Although both of us were chanting, "We want a fire challenge!
Oh,
Come on, split the votes! Come on!"
If I was struggling between loyalty and to someone and the potential advantage I might have against the other person, and it was really a struggle for me, if I was Ken, I would have said, I would have told them, let's go to fire. And then it's up to you guys to win. I mean, that would have been great.
That would have been great and more entertaining for us to watch. But I agreed with Ken. Now, I had picked him right from the end of episode 1.
You agreed with Ken.
But because he now said, I know I'm loyal, but I think David is too big of a threat. Now I got to vote him out because hey, loyalty got me this far, but I'm also strategic. I can also play the game. I thought that was a good move to win the votes.
However, in hindsight, do you think he would have had a better shot against David? Would he have at least got some votes?
Well, we'll never know.
But what do you think?
Let's have another do-over and find out. Because I was convinced David was going to win.
Yeah.
So I thought he had to get rid of David. I didn't realize Adam was that highly regarded in the grand scheme of things.
So I knew, he would have Jay's vote. Adam would. I knew he would have Taylor's vote. I figured he would have Will's vote, Brett's vote. This was before the tribal. Oh, and potentially Michelle and Zeke. So it looked like he could win over Ken at that point. It was 6-4. But even based on my reasoning.
Yeah. But even some of the other ones that made no sense to me, like Chris. Well, I'm not a coach. I'm an attorney, so I'm in on those things. So I'm voting for Adam because he convinced Ken to go
Ken's
against his.
At the beginning of that, Ken's saying, "Oh, he's going to praise me," and then what? No. I chose on my own. What?
And Adam didn't even talk to me. He said nothing. It was Hannah that was trying to convince him the whole time to get rid of David. It's like, Adam, how did he get all the credit?
Yeah,
Chris. Yeah.
There's stuff we don't see, and there's stuff that maybe the players don't see. I mean, obviously they didn't see how good a game Hannah played. They didn't see how good a game Ken played, other than the winning of challenges. So
yeah, Hannah got very little credit for a lot of the things.
Yeah,
that she did. It was like Adam's going, I did all that. What?
Yeah, and Hannah was challenging him on that.
Yeah,
she's like, "What are you talking about? No, and he kept saying you were on the wrong side of the vote. No, it's never the wrong side of the vote if you stay in the game and if you get to Final 3.
Yeah,
man,
because Adam, she was in the majority, and she was right there saying every time I voted for someone, they were in the jury. Yeah, Adam would vote for people. Oh, they're still here. I didn't know. I didn't.
Yeah, I thought that Hannah during the trial had convinced Michelle to vote for her. I thought she might have convinced Taylor to vote for her and Zeke, but no.
Yeah,
nothing.
After hearing all the people talk, we thought it was going to be very close.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what happened.
It was nuts. Anyway, so anything else to add on this season? It was an amazing season.
This was. I mean, a lot of times there's too many weak characters that don't do anything, and you just want them gone, but they stay around the whole episode because they're weak.
Yeah.
But this time, I mean, I guess there were weak people that developed and turned into
The
strong
weak
players.
people sort of got, the really weak ones seem to get gone at the beginning. So, yeah.
But, you know, the Davids and the Hannahs that were afraid of their shadows at the beginning. And
That's
then
true, yeah.
all of a sudden, now they're playing the game and they're competing. And it's like, wow,
Yeah.
this is fun.
And any of them would have been worthy to win at the end. So, I mean, it's great
Yeah.
that Adam won. So, congratulations, Adam. That's good.
And entertaining. That was the thing.
It was.
There were some crazy challenges.
Yeah.
Some crazy tribals. Thank you, Michaela.
That's right. Yeah. Now, before we go, I have to talk about next season. They announced Survivor Game Changers, which is going to see returning players. They introduced us on stage to 8 of them. I think there's going to be more based on some of the stuff I've read, but we'll talk about the 8 that we saw. We have Ozzy back. We have
Sandra.
She's won. There you go. We don't need to talk about it anymore. She wins every Survivor she plays, so she's
Not
done.
this one. She will be
I
the
hope-
first person voted out this episode. Mark my words. You
hope
heard it.
She is. Yeah, I don't want to see her win again. Come on. Michaela's back.
Good.
So that is exciting. I'm glad to have Michaela back. Loved hearing her. Yeah, she was good. Tony Vlachos is back. I wonder if he's going to set up another spy shack. This is going to be interesting. It's so cool when you have personalities that you know already, and you can imagine how are they going to interact with these other personalities that you know already. Obviously, that happens with people anyway, but you can anticipate some clashes and stuff, so that's cool. Siri is back. I've just been attacked by our
That's Adam.
torch.
He's the torch that never got snuffed out.
That's right. Siri Fields, I really like her. I think she's almost too good, too strategic. It'll be a bit like Michaela this season. People will see her as too smart, and they'll want her gone. Caleb, who was medevaced in his season.
Unconscious state or...
Yeah, it was like one of the most serious things they had. It was when all 3 people went down with heat stroke. Sierra Easton is back.
voted out her mother. And...
I like her. She was the one that was willing to go to rocks in that great tribal council. And one of the nicest guys ever on Survivor, Ty.
Good old lovable Ty.
Yeah, I can't see him getting to the end again. He's too nice. Everybody's going to go, well, we're going to have to get rid of him because otherwise he's getting all the votes.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But they'll keep him around because they want pet chickens.
That's right. Well, they'll give him something else this time. Some other pet. But that looks like an awesome season. So we don't have too long to wait, just a few months, and then we'll be back when Survivor is back. So I hope you've enjoyed watching us. If not, I guess you're not watching us. But please come back and watch more when we start talking more about Survivor next season as well. Thanks.